Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. Are you stuck in the corporate rat race, worrying about layoffs, and longing to take control of your destiny? This is the place for frustrated executives like you who want to escape the grind, live life on your own terms, and build wealth. Whether you're ready to make a full transition into franchise ownership or want to start building a side business along your corporate job, Pete guides you every step of the way. He'll talk about how to create career and income security, diversify your assets and income, and live life on your own terms. Your path to controlling your own destiny starts now.
Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. My name is Pete Gilfill, and I'm an entrepreneur, international best-selling author of the book Hire Yourself, a nationally recognized franchise consultant, and a proud corporate escapee. You know, my mission in life is to help executives to take control of their destiny, to live life on their own terms, and certainly to build wealth. And in our podcast, I'm always trying to answer a question. And the question I'm going to answer today is a big one. Do you have what it takes to become a franchise owner? Or at least in the eyes of a franchisor. You see, franchisors are looking for the right partners, the right franchisees. And the question is, do you have what it takes? Now, when I was at Ford Motor Company and we were looking to approve franchisees, we used what was called the 4 C's. So we would look to see if a person that was looking to acquire our franchise rights to essentially have the character. Do they have the character necessary to be a good, are they have good character, to be the best way to say it? Do they have the capital necessary to become a strong dealer? Number 3 is, do they have the background in regards to customer satisfaction? Do they have a track record of taking good care of customers? And then certainly, do they have the capacity? Do they have some type of business acumen? So that's what we used at Ford. When I wrote my book, Hire Yourself, I added an additional one, which was 5th C, which was called cooperation. But when we talk about franchisors, I have about 10 criteria that they a lot of times look at to see if you qualify or you have what it takes to become a franchise partner. So here we go. The first one is financial stability. So they want to make sure that you have the financial capacity to be there, or simply put, the necessary capital to be a successful franchise owner. You see, you don't want to go into a business undercapitalized. That is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. So the first, they want to make sure you're financially stable, you have the financial capacity. Number 2 is they want to know that you have some business acumen. Now, you don't have to have experience in the specific industry that you're looking to invest in a franchise, right? So if it's a window cleaning franchise, you don't have to have experience in that industry. You just have to have some background in terms of business acumen and leadership skills that maybe you've learned in the corporate world or you've had another business. But generally speaking, you have to have a certain level of business acumen to become a franchise owner. Number 3 is, do you align with their brand values, right? They've got brand values, and are your values consistent with the values of the franchisor? They want people to have those same values. It's really important as they roll out or have additional partners, franchisees. They want to make sure you have that same, for lack of better terms, character. And then also, they will want you to have some skills, and we talked a little bit about that in terms of business acumen, but they want to see that you've got skills that are transferable. So it might be you understand how to read a financial statement, or it could be something like you know how to lead people. You've managed people, you've led people, so you have to have a certain amount of skills and expertise. And then one that a lot of people miss is commitment to compliance. And compliance is maybe a tough word. What we really want to say is, hey, can you follow a system? Can you follow a system? Because a franchise is a system. It's got systems, process, procedures, and they want to know that you can follow it. And one of the ways in which they know you can follow it is that as you're evaluating the franchise, you're going through a series of steps. And they're going to see if you can follow the system to become a franchisee. Odds are you're probably pretty good at becoming a franchisee and following the system. So you have to be able to follow a system. And then there is a bit of that passion for the business. They want to make sure you have some passion. Now, it's sometimes not passion about what the business does, right? Like they do window cleaning. I'm not passionate about window cleaning, but I'm passionate about the difference we can make in our community with my window cleaning franchise. You see, I can create jobs, I can create satisfied customers, I can sponsor things within my community, or simply put, be out there having some passion about building something. So it's not necessarily what the widget is, it's about what that widget can do for the community or provides a good valued product or service. So do you have passion for that? And then customer focus is another one. And I talked about that with the four C's. You have to have a background of customer focus. We're in a world now where you have to focus on customers, and it's not about being good. In today's world, you have to be great or exceptional to cut through all the competition. And so, what characteristics or what is your focus of how you will be exceptional taking care of customers? And then we always want to take a look at communication skills. Do you have the ability to communicate? And so this is both written as well as oral. You have to be a communicator when you're a business owner. And that doesn't mean that you have to be the greatest salesperson in the world and stuff like that. But if you were at a party, could you tell people how your business can help solve people's needs or wants from the standpoint? So it's this idea of being a good communicator, and as well as communicating with your employees. So communications is a big thing they're looking for. And then there's also long-term vision. It's more about, hey, listen, where am I going? That's part of having a business plan, is that I'm just not going through the motions. I clearly know where I want to go or where I want to be as a business owner. So you see, when we're looking for a franchise, we have to understand that we are looking for a business partner, but also the franchisors are looking for a business partner. And so what you need to understand is that you have to have the things that we're talking about. Do you have what it takes to become a franchise owner? Do you have what I call the 4 C's? Do you have the character? Are you of good character? Do you have the capacity, the experience, background in terms of business? Do you have the experience in regards to customer satisfaction? And do you have the capital necessary to be a successful franchise owner? And we'll throw a 5th C in there. Do you have the ability to follow a system or cooperate, work with somebody else, the franchisor? So do you have the 5 C's? Only you can determine that. But I can tell you it's well worth it, because when you can escape the corporate world and have life on your own terms, it is an awesome life. And for that, we'll talk to you on the next podcast.
Thanks for joining us on the Hire Yourself podcast. Pete's here to help you break free from the corporate rat race, take control of your destiny, and finally live life on your own terms. Whether that's jumping into franchise ownership full-time or starting it as a side hustle. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a fellow frustrated executive, and leave a review to let us know your thoughts. Ready to start building your bridge to freedom? Visit hireyourself.com for resources, insights, and a clear path forward. Until next time, take charge, build your future, and live life on your own terms.